Morning Salon program come to you. Remember, say they listen to we from across the country from we partner radio stations them. Radio Shalom 89.5 na Konadugu and Falaba District. Radio Malem 88.5, Radio 101.3 na Pujon District. Radio Colentel 90.0 na Cambia. Radio 105.5 na Kailon. Vopad Radio na Watalon. Voice of Sando Radio 95.7 na Kono District. Voice of Kagina na Kamakwe on 98.0. Voice of Masoro Pujon District. Advocacy Radio Potloko District. Radio Kat Bami on 106.7 at Tonko Limba, at FM on 95.9 at Moyamba District, and Tongo Radio on 107.5. The program na Good Morning Salon. You can be part of the program by way you go send message to the number 077-981-981 or go now we get the Democracy Facebook page and YouTube page. Also you go follow the program live. Drop a question or comment on the issue that we will discuss inside the program today. The program na Good Morning Salon.
The program Good Morning Salon, and inside the program now we will look at the first issue. The marketing lead na Premium Divine Trading Company Philip Kanu say the Onga Aujo Fiesta we organized for 5 church them na part of them commitments for help them body with couple way for able do the activity. Philip Kanu talk this is one meeting with member in a different church in a Freetown. Outside the old Onga Aujo Fiesta, outside church member then they take part in cooking competition and they use the Onga season for showcase and sabi pa cooking business. Well, for more on this, make we join reporter Alaji Jalo.
Premium Divine Trading Company Limited na body we don't they bring development na salon. By the way, out and they support community people as part of their corporate social responsibility. Outside they don't they support book learning and self-give train to the well-body sector na Freetown. With this, the work they don't do over the past year them for support different group them na society. With this, make Monday, April 6 this year, they organize Onga Aujo Fiesta for 5 church them na Freetown. Outside they bring member them na the Ascension Town Baptist Church, Faith Assembly Church, Emmanuel Baptist Church, Zion Praise Tabernacle Church, and the National Pentecostal Church. Outside member them na then church the year go bade pa cooking competition, musical chair and other activities them. Way in the talk, the marketing lead na Premium Divine Trading Company Limited, Philip Kanu, talk about the reason we make the organize the Onga Aujo Fiesta.
The maiden edition of the Onga Aujo Fiesta. They as a coming, we see and fit for involve 5 churches for let them come together and compete in what we call the Onga Aujo Fiesta. We decide for call and Fiesta because it not just only involve cooking competition, but we get other activities. And since Onga is one of the flagship brand, we see and fit say 5 churches then for come together and showcase their culinary skill and they use Onga for cook potato leaf.
Inside this competition, plenty people go want know how Premium Divine Trading Company Limited pick church them na Freetown for take part for the Onga Aujo Fiesta. Make the marketing lead na Premium Divine Trading Company Limited, Philip Kanu, explain.
We do a random selection. Prior to this activity, we then they go to churches demo, then they visit and propagate to them Onga any nutritional benefit. Onga seasoning get a lot of benefits. One, the aroma where they give you food, the top notch. The taste where they give you food. And also as Onga, we get different flavors then. We get the tablets, we get the seasoning, and we get the tomato paste. We call the Baptist, we call the Methodist, we call the Anglican and the Pentecostal for make the gang bade today for this cooking competition. So the first prize entails 17,000. This 17,000 involve not only cash prize but equipment and also a trophy. Then the second position as well involves 7,000.
Inside the Onga Aujo Fiesta, Zion Praise Tabernacle Church be win this competition. This make I be talk to the team lead for Zion Praise Tabernacle Church, Esther James Bangura. Usaya ask am how this winning mean to in church member them we take part for this competition and at this in be get for say.
A cooking competition among 5 churches. But today, God don't put the blessing on we. For say this year, na Zion Praise Tabernacle, now we go win am. God will not ordain am. I want to say big thank you to Hunger, because today they make we dey go home smiling with boku gifts them. So they when we come first, then give we tea, then give we cold drink, chocolate drink, then serve we with boku food, delicious food, and also we will win. Then give we the cup. Look at the cup. Then give we money we want 17,000 new notes, when a 17 million old notes, and then give we 2 brand new speakers. I can't imagine Hunger giving us all these things as gifts. I am so excited.
Esther James Bangua end up for call on market woman them and salon people for use Hunger season where then they cook, as in say Hunger season get plenty benefit to Motsaman body. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Alaju Jallo, they report.
The program now Good Morning Salon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned earlier, one headline story then for say today, we go look inside one report where Institute for Governance Reform do inside they look into the type of electoral system and the one where the things say go fit for the country electoral system inside the upcoming 2028 general election. And for can't throw light on that, we don't join at the studio by the Executive Director for Institute for Governance Reform, Andrew Lavalley. We can't talk more about this report we then do and waiting a fair note about the type of electoral system where the people of Salon want. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning viewers and listeners.
And also we get to the studio Dr. Julius Spencer, we now social commentator. We also go come through light on this report and what he thinks say go be best for the country electoral system. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning listeners and viewers.
The program na Good Morning Salon, they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. With that now with 2 studio guests them where we can look inside the report where Institute of Governance report to this BNTM. This BNTM Institute of Governance report pull a report we look at the PR system and first past the post and also come up with recommendations them where them fair not inside this report. Well, for can know more about this report, we already don't join at the studio and will evaluate as the Executive Director for Institute of Governance Reform. Before we can look into the report proper, let me get a background as to what him bring the idea for make on looking pull this report now.
Thank you very much. So we na a think tank, and what normally think tanks can do now for reflect on particular topics and do analysis and profile solutions. So, like for example, where you see like the fuel crisis where they go on now globally, you get organizations where they just sit down and reflect. What do for do now for those solve this problem? Now, yesterday I think Senabi they listened to Rwanda, where they talk say we don't get measures then. They come and save Rwanda for let they address fuel crisis. Like government they advise say if the distance long, no long, waka go there. So you get economies where it talks. You get for short low, get 3 days walk, and now they say to me, I just wish no more president will make some of them laws and the way they talk. Say we need to open from home today, and they reduce me convoy, and more importantly, let's just take this opportunity, but the excessive traffic na the police, excessive police traffic na checkpoint. We calculated the volume of the drums of fuel with the bomb just at checkpoint. It's hundreds of drums of fuel every day at checkpoint. So we really need for look at the incident. But not so that we can follow, just talk about the PR system. So the PR system and the first past the post. These are challenges then. We don't see where they come, if you see what happened at Parliament. Since 2018 elections, 2023 elections, we will not get this problem. In fact, the 2018 election, when ABC say, after the election, they will say that you get structural imbalance in Parliament. Some MP then, the governing party, then take MPs into court, some MPs then to court, some opposition MPs then lost their seats then. In fact, Parliament has been unstable since that time. We see say it's difficult for law to get along, even though this country will get massive resources, gold, rutile, bauxite, taking count with minerals, still you finger and all. But we still get massive poverty. It means the governance system we'll get, it generates more of conflict rather than for sit down and deliberate and solve that problem there. So you see, say, since the 2023 election, like right now government on float a bill now where they talk to they can review the constitution. And the focus of people is more about power and politics rather than how to manage the country efficiently and effectively. We believe, say, the electoral system, not so just for govern, an electoral system now for produce development outcomes. In fact, there's a difference between an electoral law and an electoral system. The electoral laws, not just a family of rules, the way they tell you how elections can be governed. Like, for example, how you vote, how for to line for vote, one person, one ballot. Those are electoral laws. But the electoral system, they determine how for get seats. Like, for example, in Sierra Leone, if you get 55% at first round, now they become president. That's our electoral system. If for getting a parliament, we don't get two electoral systems. We get PR system. But over the past 30 years now, since we don't go into multi-party, we don't practice two electoral system. And then two electoral system, one first past the post, two in a proportional representation system. We don't try three in every election. Well, we don't try three. Three inside the six now first past the post, three inside the six now PR system. And Fambule for know it's now first past the post and PR system because we survey the show saying now less than 25% of citizens they actually understand what necessarily electoral system. So this conversation we will get for electoral system is highly elitist. We then say first past the post. First past the post, it actually means when they do election in a particular constituency, it just say when I get the post, when they raise to us, the first person will pass that post will get, they call it simple majority. Now they get the seat. You understand that? Whereas in the proportional representation system, the share of votes where they get, now the share of seats. So that means if we now get like 10 seats like that Kono district, you get 3 parties there. Party A happen for get 70% of the votes, it get 7 seats. Party B happen to get 20% of the votes, it get 2 seats. Party C get 10%, it get 1 seat. So then they share the seats by the proportion. So one person not the win all.
Okay.
So now then two systems then they for parliament where Salon been on the practice.
We go can look into the type of system proper one. On a title the report beyond the PR system and first past the post, a call for a mixed electoral system for Sierra Leone. Why the title of that report?
One of the things that we will see, we realize the political party then, they're not actually focused on addressing the challenges of the country. And like I say just now, the electoral system conversation is a highly elitist conversation. Okay. Normally in an elite, then an expert in the top bottom. So, but inside Salon, we get this system, we get this situation now outside. SLPP want the electoral system we don't want. In fact, as we go into the report, you will see why SLPP want the electoral system. APC gets a certain electoral system we want. If we go inside the report, it will tell you, we will see why APC wants that electoral system. But in between then desires they have of a political party, you get the waiting Salon need. So we'll say with the call for a mixed electoral system, now we'll take the beauty about the first past the post and the beauty about the PR system and let's synthesize one electoral system. By the way, I find for law announcing, we not suggest yet an electoral system. Within this report, the show, we frame the conversation for say, it is possible for us, as Sierra Leoneans, and let draw from the positives of the electoral system, of both electoral system, and get one, we go suit. APC no get all, SLPP no get all, but it go suit both parties, and it will make Sierra Leone survive better. Now that make we talk say, with a call for a mixed electoral system. We'll not show the electoral system, but we show some attributes for say it's possible for they get a mixed electoral system.
So this one way now the PR system now one way plenty people get concerned saying no not know the member of parliament the way they represent them. So in this hybrid system where IGR they call for, how seats then go be allocated between constituency and serve the proportional representation?
Like I say, Carifatu, the PR system, you're right, PR system the current one with the practice, because you get boku types of PR system. The current one with the practice, what they call the district block system, we investigate 75 how they call them, local council seats them. You know, say this PR system, you know, they only apply to parliament, the district block system will apply to local councils. So we look at 75 local council seats. And out of that 75, 175, 74 local council seats to be precise, 20% of them sit there and they will talk to people and they talk, say, me will not get any representation there. You know, say inside first past the post, that they demarcate constituencies and they demarcate wards. So on the basis of first past the post, if you judge the current PR system, especially for local council, even at the level of MPs, you get communities who go talk, say, me, if I want for if I get problem with anything at government, like for example, I not get water, I not get any representative for that turn to at the level of parliament and at the level of local councils. So now in that gap we talk about the gap in representation, when a fundamental, I would talk say a fundamental gap into the PR system, where if you use first past the post, you go able to address them. But the first past the post back, it get limitation because in a winner takes all. That means say you can get 40% or 30%, you need to get one seat. So a lot of talk say if you get community now like Bo, where you go get 15%, nothing need then they. So if they talk say we want forget, we all they vote to one person. So you go see say they all go vote, they don't get one seat. It's feel like Freetown, so lot talk say a lot of people from Freetown, we're at the capital of the entire Sierra Leone. Now people from south and eastern, 35%, the south and eastern origin. So you go see say they all go vote now, they don't get one seat because now first past the post. So whilst PR system gets in limitation in terms of gaps, the first past the post back gets in limitation in terms of inclusivity. So you can actually address, you go look at them gaps and draw from them positives and they. So you get a hybrid system where you close the gaps in representation and you will become an inclusive system as well.
So how this system go able for improve representation for people in that country?
Interesting. I don't think so we'll get 6 hours for that, but I can attempt. So if I fully understand what are the challenges there first. The biggest challenge we'll get in a salon, like I be saying, na the fet who the fet. We get the belief say if you win election, you own side the better. And the one who they lost election, they own side they suffer. So tell you they suffer for an entire electoral time. We do one report what they call the cost of violent protest and political instability, which shows say we take violent protests from 2020 to 2023. And it shows say inside that 36 months, there are 11 incidences of violent protest demonstrations, especially in our opposition held areas. We lost 83 lives, including police officers and civilians. And for every day where the economy closed, because with the protests will not let what happen, we lost $21 million in terms of GDP growth. $21 million. So we'll take them 3 years then. In fact, by 2024 alone, because we lost 24 months inside 2023 rather, because we lost 24 days rather, because we lost 24 days inside that particular year, we're equivalent to almost 10% of the year through violent protests and political instability. We lost over $417 million. We don't use them money then for investing in itself. So why? So this is not the thing where they make sure, where they make with the suggest say, for let we grow as a country, we get for create a situation where say we elites then go. I mean, we go minimize the tension amongst we, and we'll focus on how we they take advantage of the resources we'll get, how they build capacity of young people, for example. So if an electoral system they winner takes all, that electoral system not go address that one day. So we need an electoral system where, like I would say, they address them gaps in representation, but at the same time, if somebody come up from Tonkolili, let's say person come up from Tonkolili in a team man, they talk in a SLPP, it would be difficult for like hot people in a Tonkolili. So but at the same time, you don't need then gaps in their representation.
Okay, continue for the between the program in Imna Andrew Lavalley and in the Executive Director Institute for Governance Reform. When we come back to, we can look into the report proper and waiting at some of the recommendations and where they inside the report. We come over to the other studio guest, we Dr. Julius Spencer, we a social commentator, and we don't look into the type of electoral system in a salon for a very long time. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning.
You don't listen from Andrew. You don't lay the basis as to waiting bring the idea for make they do this report for look into the type of electoral system where people go want for see inside the next coming election. You don't look into the type of electoral system between the PR and the first past to post system. First and foremost, which now you take on the report where IGR do with regard to they look into the type of electoral system.
Well, first of all, I think it's in a good report. It lay out some data where most people not going to know. I generally agree with what they say, but I get some area then where I not quite agree. But I guess we will come to that later. Now, in terms of the point you and they make, waiting don't cause we problem over these many years. I don't think so for forget it. We don't independent for 65 years. 65 years. April 27. We go down independent for 65 years. But yet, we then in a situation where we not get better electricity, people and they suffer for water, all kind of problem in the country. With all the resources we'll get. So we need for step back and ask ourselves why? Why? Government after government they try, but we're not able to solve the problem. In my view, after I don't review all that here, the basic problem is that the political class primarily concerned for win election and for get power. Now that's the focus. And then, I don't talk this before, every election cycle, one party, one for win, other no one let win. The one will win, after a win, he want for retain power. The one will lost, one for make down the lost power. So we have ability for we engage, look at the thing the way they affect everybody, is limited. Before the last election, the issue of proportional representation and first past the post we discussed extensively, but we not rarely sit down and do proper analysis. Most of the people who they talk about them, they not do proper analysis, even now. I don't hear beaucoup people like, oh, now this system forget, now then they'll forget. They not even do proper analysis. Me don't always say, you get beaucoup different kind PR system them. Don't be hybrid system, now one proportional representation. Then the Chairman PR system. Basically, when I read waiting and then they talk about this hybrid. Now waiting and call mixed member proportional system. Now one, you get constituency still, so people then they vote twice. You get two ballots. One, you they vote for the party, and then the list go there, you vote for the party, then you vote for a candidate for a party constituency, whether you call them constituency, whether you call them ward, whether you call them whatever. Basically, so if you take Freetown, for example, me right now, I don't know my constituency number, then in other issue where they raise. First time you can get Freetown East, Freetown West, Freetown Central, Freetown whatever. So person in generally know whose area it is, but now on a number. So, but then when you look at representation, we also get for ask all this talk about, oh, people are not sabi their representative. I should say and do then don't do some study. We don't show see. The majority of people want for sabi their representative because they want for let them do things for them personally. And parliamentarians themselves, they know, I think say plenty of them not fully understand the real function.
Okay.
So for me, we need for discuss and agree on a system. This first past the post for 65 years, or not to total 65. The time we get PR, the two term apart from this last one, where as far as me concerned, this last one aberration as with Mango Kola. Actually being done properly. But the previous time we don't get PR system, violence reduce, all kinds of waiting, we get better representation, etc., etc. And then in the second term, when I've been district, party then actually go on the ground, go find out who that people they want before they put in a list. So different way than they for do 'em. And but the important thing is we for sit down and talk. I mean, me don't talk before, not to parliament no more. Me not, I think say we not forget PR for local council, executive. We forget PR for executive as well.
You mentioned earlier, say, the political class. Each time any election get more comfortable with the type of system we go make the win power, rather than seeking the interest of the people. We don't see both the two parties, and the APC and the SLPP. One, they call for a PL system. Another, they call for the first past the post system. From your own point of view, you think the political parties more or they of the seek the interest of the masses rather than the party that they represent?
Well, it's clear. And do the report show why the two parties then want a particular system. Because the evidence show, say this one they benefit more from this one, than they benefit more from Dandy. But for me, the thing where been strike me several years ago, I think I've been after the 2007 election, where Freetown not been get any SLPP, no, them get one person na city council. In terms of parliamentarian, I don't think them get any parliamentarian. But when you look at the votes, SLPP can get about 35% of the votes. Now, if you get a system, and even if you take the words, when they vote, the person will win under the first past the post. So until 5 people contest, one person get the highest. You not even get 50% of the vote, but now they win. And if you do that, they say for parliament, now the same thing will happen. Sometimes the person will win, he not get 50% of the vote. The one that will lost, we add them vote, and then get past the one we win. But yet now they get all thing. So if we not move away from that kind of system, we not come with a system where more equitable, where they make all man feel say get a stake in this government, and that we all can work together. We go continue for the one place, well, not the one place. We they move in waiting with man called concentric circles. We just they go round and round. They come back to the same thing. Go round and round. Sometimes the circle and they go slightly wider. So some progress they be made, but at the same cycle with the pan. If we not change that trajectory, we're not able for really get development in this country. Salon for be the paradise of Africa. With all the resources we'll get, the small population, why we dey USA with dey so today? Now because of the governance system. I'm absolutely convinced if we not sit down with an open mind and discuss this matter in detail, and really not to think way that man a village go before discuss, because some of the issues very complex. For understand them, you get for able for do some studies, understand the different system, and therefore now get some intellectual discussion on the issues and come out with the system we believe say go best suit with. Me, in fact, now I believe say this Western style democracy we practice is not good for we, not this part of the world. Because social conflict, at the end of the day, they find out say some people and they so dissatisfied that they no go fight. We don't go through that in a salon before. And nobody, well, at least most of we don't want that again. So we need for fairness system. We're going to make sure say all man they see, well, not all man will see the same road, but all man will agree say, now this we all for do. Let we all work at this road. Yes, we can get with disagreements, but the important thing also is that if now one person, they decide say, now this I want, and all man get for falaram, you always they get dissension. But if all man they engage, they compromise, and then agree say, okay, let's go this way, then things go work fine. Look who's how they now. APC say they don't expand governance again. Then don't withdraw. The people, they suffer. The whole system, they suffer. So then kind conflict then they, if we get a different system, it will avoid then kind conflict then they.
continue for the between the program in name Dr. Julius Spencer and in a social commentator where they look into the type of electoral system in the country. The program Good Morning Salon they continue and inside the program we'll go for this break.
Union Trust Bank they are for you. If you know I am Papa Bank. Finally, the UTB Grand Raffle Draw they happen this Friday, 10th April 2026, 3 p.m. Now the UTB House Street branch. All who that be don't go collect money through we money transfer products them like Western Union, Rare, MoneyGram and BNB from we Sander Street, Kisi, Lumley and we House Street branch and we get raffle tickets for come for we Grand Raffle Draw. Also you stand chance for win big for a total of 25,000 millions in prizes. First prize na 10,000 millions. Second prize na 7,500 millions. Third prize na 5,000 millions. And fourth prize na 2,500 millions. No waste time. Plenty winning day inside this Grand Raffle Draw. Inside the UTB Grand Raffle Draw, all man na winner. Union Trust Bank they are for you. If you know I am Papa banking business, no wait, make them tell you, make all mankind.
The road now for you, so you for take 10 use If you walk or they drive, you for always take care.
Sierra Road Safety Authority SLRSC management get for nobody way manner where some people then they take money from the public, they make false claims say now for Seka SLRSC. This nothing way then condemn bad one and the one for let the public know say SLRSC no ever asks for that. As part of the commitment for improved service delivery, SLRSC don't make sure say the service then they across the country. This is the breakdown of driver's license by category and cost. Category A na for motorbike license normal na 660 leon. Category A plus na for tricycle license normal na 660 leon. Category AA plus na for motorbike and tricycle license normal na 660 leon. Category B na for where you dey drive car, jeep, van na 1,200 leon. Category C na for where you dey drive truck normal na 1,250 leon. Category D na for excavator them and machine them where they dig the ground na 1,300 leon. Category AB na for motorbike, car and jeep them na 1,550 leon. Category BC na for car, jeep and truck them na 1,600 leon. Category CD na for truck and machine them where they dig ground na 1,650 leon. Category ABC na for motorbike, car, jeep and truck them na 1,700 leon. Category BCD na for jeep, truck and machine them where they dig ground na 1,750 leon. Category ABCD na all the category them na 1,800 leon. Do ya get this that you mind say the money where you dey pay for new license na the same money you dey pay for renew your license by category. Always ask for official receipt where you pay. SLRSA they make all things bang and serve salon people them with respect. They want the public for report any of them kind of thing and day to SLRSA by way for call the another number yasu +232 76 643 664 +232 76 858 635 +232 75 198 796. Na Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority and Autospect SL Limited bring this message to you.
The road now for you, so you for take 10 use If you walk or they drive, you for always take care. When you follow the road signs, you go know.
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for it.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, banker they run go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abu left fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom any side na the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloombank Digital.
Aha! Aisatu Bloombank Digital.
Yes, na me name. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloombank Digital Banking.
Bingo! Waiting you dey wait for. Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store, or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit we website bloombankafrica.com.
No left piano, cause Bloombank Digital they make you bank
with Colats. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
The program now Good Morning Salon, and they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and we will bring to the edition of the program. My name Adeyemi Jackson.
And me na Karifat Conte.
The program they continue inside the program with a look at another issue inside the young generation leader for the Salon People's Party North America branch, Elvino de Souza George, say the 2,000 elements where the SLP Young Generation North America branch don't support the party with, now part of them commitment for reduce the plenty where young people can die by accident them. A talk this is our interview with Radio Democracy for sake of one worker way he do to the national chairman and other executive member there at the Salon People's Party. He explained more to me inside this interview.
You know, it was multiple folds. First, obviously, as an executive in a region where you come now a different jurisdiction, protocol and hierarchy requires that you pay homage to your superiors. So I no go day tongue, I no go fen and visit the national chairman and also the national young generation leader. The intent for that visit was solely to let them know I'm in town and that I come on a project that was spearheaded by the SLPP for letting you understand. Secondly, obviously, I think it was, since the chairman was inaugurated, I think it was my first time, so I needed to go pay him a visit, congratulate him once more on his election, and also thank him for in the chairman as Jimmy Batilo Songa, in executive, then go America, but we are inauguration. So
you don't explain the purpose or the reason why you go back now the Salon People's Party. One of the main things now for go explain about the project where the SLPP North America branch they undertake to the chairman and the rest of the national executive members. What's now this project here so where you go explain to them?
The Young Generation Council in North America, because of so many young people they die, and people they die in general. But when we say we support human capital development, what we say we support His Excellency, also they support this government, it needs to be in action, not just in words. So we decided that what way to support that human capital by actually getting helmets, where Okada and driver and passenger didn't go to work. We do some studies and it showed that, helmets will reduce death rates. We do a study that showed, and we looked at it, that possibly wearing helmets has a lower probability of dying if they fall them off the bike. So we decided to go into it. We raised almost $30,000. And we went and purchased the helmets. The goal was actually 1,000 helmets, but because the initiative resonated with so many people, not only SLPP members but concerned citizens of Sierra Leone living in the diaspora, we were able to double that number and get to 2,000.
So as we talk, what's the helmets right now?
So the helmets them for each year on the 7th of April.
The helmets them where the SLPP North America branch buy, is it for members them na the Sierra Leone People's Party or na something we cut across for everybody, regardless if you not belong to the SLPP party?
So the project was spared by the Sierra Leone People's Party. Sierra Leone People's Party is a party for all people. There's a reason why we say a slogan of one country, one people. We will work with the party leadership. We will work with the Bike Riders Association in making sure that Okada drivers, Okada riders, then we know they are safe with party card before you give your helmet. If you're a young person and you did drive Okada and you're in that area where they pass, we go give you helmets. But it's spearheaded by the SLPP and in support of His Excellency's human capital development agenda.
You say That the young generation leader for the Salon People's Party North America branch, Alvino De Souza George, they talked to me inside our interview. They also say the 2000 helmets where the SLPP young generation North America branch don't support the party with. Now part of their commitment for reduce the plenty way young people can die by accident. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue Karifato.
And today inside the program, as one power airline, they look inside one report where IGR we talk about the type of electoral system where the people want for use inside the 2020 general election. And as we get Dr. Julius Spencer, when a social commentator, we have get in take on this issue. So, Dr. Julius Spencer, from a societal perspective, what you think say this hybrid electoral model where IGR they call for, they make people feel better represented or disconnected?
I think they're going to make people feel better represented. You see, the thing is, the system, and I repeat, a form of PR, mixed member proportional, still list for the party, people then they vote 2 terms. They vote for the party where you want. Then you vote for the candidate where you want. Each, whether now, say for example, okay, let's say Western area, for example, you get almost constituency, 15, 16, 14, whatever. Let's say 14. What then go do, then go divide them into 7. 7, then go basically reconstitute the constituency them. So 7 now go be the entire return. Then each of them, one and they will get people in the contest for seat for them call and constituency then they go be first past the post. Would I win, go get seat. Then you get the party list. However, then put the list together, whether now again you get the open list, you get the closed list. Or you get list from the party or people where then they put forward for then call and 7 constituency then they. Depending on the number of votes where the party gets, say for example you get 20% of the votes, you get 20% of the seats. You get 40% of the votes, you get 40% of the seats. So the party them depending on who that then win the individual call and first past the post, then you they back them up now with the proportion where the party get. So anybody where they go vote, they get 2 ballots. 1 now for vote for the party, 2 now for vote for the individual. So that way this issue, but we not know that now representative, all man go know that representative. But also now we bring in the PR system where a key objective now for ensure say call them proper distribution of votes and seats based on the distribution of votes. We don't talk about the example, say one party, one person, for example. If you get say 5 candidates they contest, one person get 35%, other one get 15%, other one get 10%, other one get 20%, etc. When you total, don't tell the person will get the highest, not 35% of the votes he get. But the other 4 people that we add them votes, then they get 65% of the votes. But now that one person will get 35% of the votes, now in the win, and now in they get all thing. So if you take, for example, ward, what mean they happen under the first past the post at ward committee, ward level, the person will win, now in they appoint the ward committee. Now, so if we adopt the same kind of system even at ward level, that end day, all man will get proportion of votes, go get a say in other than for them at the ward committee. So then the ward committees have become more representative. So me believe say this kind of system go make people and feel more represented, the issues go come out better. But again, waiting we need for pay attention to now the function of parliament and parliamentarians.
Okay.
And law left for confuser. Parliament in job now for make law and for monitor the executive. Not to for do development work. Not to for let you picking sick you parliamentarian and they help you. Yes, if not party, yes, no problem with that. But that not for be the focus. So if we all not understand and both the parliamentarians and the citizens in them, we will continue to get this kind of problem.
Okay, continue for the return at the program. A name now Dr. Julius Spencer, in a social commentator. So now we come to your other studio guest, Winner Andula Valley, in the executive director for Institute for Governance Reform, as in there also today for talk about the reports where they pull, where they look at the type of electoral system where the people want for use inside the 2020 general election. So and we'll take you through the key thing them where they inside this report where on a poll.
Thank you very much. So, like how Doc they say, the poverty within our country and the resource where the country gets, and inability for Leo really become an effective state. 9 actually informed the desire, say we need for rethink we electoral system because we affect each other too much. So inside this report, we look at 14 them, we look at 4 challenges them, and we'll ask ourselves which system will respond better to them challenges than they. I think the carry first, if we don't mention one way, be the top about the gaps in representation. We call on government accountability. We get a lot of issues around, for example, corruption, where somebody don't get power if forget about people. So how do we address that in an electoral system? You see, say, like first past the post you can get, they say this now the MP, this whole constituency. If you not do well with the pull up. So you get people and way how citizens and voters they go sack the MP if they don't answer. So then I want thing. The second thing we call security and national stability. I better explain them like the violence the way they happen. In fact, you don't get reported there now where they actually cost them violence. It's really huge. I don't mention like over $400 million just in 1 year, 2023. We talk about inclusivity and diversity. So like Creole, they will listen to me. If you would ask by 1996, you get X number of Creoles then. But if you watch now, how many did they? So it's in one. So you go get the dominant parties, not only dominant parties, you get dominant tribes and they might dominate parliament. You get minority tribes and go fizzle out. How do you get a system where everybody go be included proportionately? Then the fourth one, more important, now the economics of elections. We need forget elections who they afford, or a political system who they afford. If we not afford a political system, if we make elections and governance very expensive, now a recipe for a thief. So if you get an MP on average, an electoral system where an average an MP they spend $30,000-$40,000 for Lego na parliament. Who say if you say get for pull money there? How you will get effective oversight? How do you get effective lawmaking process? So all of them things how they get, so we talk, parliament done a rubber stamp, they're not good. With electoral system they generate that one day. So we know say everybody wants forget a strategy, let him party win, let him party in a power. But how would they step up from that small? Say, Lord, think about this land that we love. Lord, create a system where they work for all. So now that make we think about them for them. So, and one of the things that I think say Doc been right, where he talks say, people they don't know. With data they show say, ask the people in 2022, now begin for track this. Do you know the electoral system of Sierra Leone? 74% of Salo people they say will not sabi. In fact, women then, 82% of women they say they not sabi at all. Man they better small, man they better win at 79%, but 82% of people, women they talk to, they not sabi. Have you heard about the electoral system? Even with the debate they on, you get a lot of people and we then talk say, me I know hearing about myself. So this conversation we una the host now every morning, APC they can, SLPP they can. Now to themselves then they talk. We ask citizens, what do you want? Look what the citizens they say. 73% they talk say, me party where me they support. Let it appoint people then from different ethnic group apart from me own. So even that tribalism what they talk about, now people in the preach them because it serve their interest. 70% they talk say, me be party where me they support. Let appoint people in other regions. Because what people they want water, they want good roads, they don't really care which party or which systems, whether na PR, whether na first past the post. So the conversation itself, PR versus first past the post, is artificial. Okay. We actually need for grounding conversation on how they address we need them.
The conversation they look at the PR and the first past the post system. But from our report, when I talk about the hybrid system, let's look what the data show in terms of the hybrid system from the people that we want to talk to.
So the inside the data we will discuss the gaps. We will look at the gaps, the data, they show the gaps, and they show which aspects of an electoral system. So now for that, I say, we not design an electoral system, we just say there's a possibility. You can actually create a hybrid with a first past the post. You can create a hybrid with a PR system. But so you just need a hybrid system where they talk, say, Lord, draw from the positives now and draw from the positive now. I think it's no brainer. I don't know why we're not even think about this with the FET reserve. For say, okay, actually sit down, we talk, say, Lord, look, but waiting good now, waiting good, bad now.
Is it an informed point of from the citizens them or from IGR perspective?
I don't know what you call IGR perspective. So look what the data show, yeah. Carrying a district get 23 wards. 2 of them wards and they ask the people and this are citizens, they not get councillor. So Kolili get 33 wards, 4 not get councillor. In fact, the worst are the Western Rural District, when are they with it? Western Rural District gets 39 wards, 12 of them wards and we ask people and if you go now Natumbo, if the councillor then we then get Boku, whether an APC or SLPP, Boku come off from Waterloo. So Boku talk say me, if we get healthcare problem there, no problem. We're not going to get positive for go complain to. So in terms of that first one, we talk about gaps in representation. You go take elements of the first past the post, say, Lord, address that one day. And I like when document they talk about the constituency. With the war done, now we get this, we flatten the states. In fact, that's when Madam talk, now they run the elections. The idea was, no, if the member Bakweti make will go to war. So flatten them. So we get constituency 1, we're in Kaila Central. Constituency 5 now, like we talk, say this now, Daru. Constituency 19 now, you say this now, Kenima. So people that don't know about constituency, Karifatu, I don't know if you know what a constituency name. But first time, I go talk to me, I come on Moyamba Central. This person had to come on Nabombali Central. This person had to come on Bo West. So one of the things the way the hybrid they recommend, not only for come back to constituency, but for actually rename the constituency geographies. So if Lumley, for example, Lumley don't become so big that Lumley now 2 constituency now, you know go to state constituency 92 and constituency 93. Okay. You will talk say Kamayama constituency. That's all the one they wouldn't get host na Kamayama, they know say now we in constituency this. And Lumley Regent Road constituency. Again name Alekade America, I know say Miami host day. I go see say which I will do something about them. So you don't only create geographies so say you will get proper representation, but you make people in the associate with their constituency, their hometown, society and come out and they will contribute there. The other thing we would look at now security and stability. I think I don't explain this, but the loss or the loss. So one of the questions the way all the way they're talking about electoral system, you get few questions waiting for answer. Number 1 question, which electoral system will go lower the tension we'll get? And I wish anyone we can sit down there, they talk.
So this hybrid system, they lower the tension?
Lower, definitely. Which one will they lower the tension? Which one will go incentivize cooperation? So that one party no go talk, say, me don't win, now me own region no more. So you need a system where they take from PR and fourth pass the post to say, no, that thing the way they make Mende man, they marry Timni man, we're not a problem. Creole man, they marry local, we're not a problem. It go walk inside politics back, where people then go live side by side, we're not a problem. Unfortunately, all the FET who the FET, now for we did at the distribution end of governance, so that who they distribute, now we they get. So now which system go address that? The third thing I will go through and quickly, now diversity. In fact, now this is what they call the hate party case, inclusivity and diversity. Inside this one, we look at all of the results from 1996 to now. We look at the results on the PR system, parliamentary result, not presidential, and results on the first past the post. You go talk, say some of the elections and contentious, then you can challenge them. But, I mean, all election results since 1996, the losing party, they always contest the result. But if you look at 1996, for example, SLPP get 35.8% of the parliamentary votes. It end up forget 40% of parliament. 35.8, 40%, then a 4.2% variance between the result where you get and the share of parliament where you get. UNPP been get 21.5%, it end up forget 25% of parliament. It get 21% of the vote, it get 21% of parliament. So the difference The variance at 4%. So it's almost evenly distributed. That was the proportional representation system. Then you cannot force past the post. If you take 2018, for example, 2018 they bring a classic example, and now this now the reason why political parties then all this 30 year day. SLPP had 38.9%, call it 39% of parliamentary votes. APC had 39.9%, call it 40%. This one get 39%, this one get 40%. What's not the difference? 1%. Eh? But the difference in the number of seats is 20 seats. So you see, say now, this one get 39% or 40%, it get 52% of parliament. This one get 39%, it get 36% of parliament. So then they take and say the first past the post enable for distribute the votes then nationally in ways of representative. And you know why? How then you had a great problem. All this fight with the fight over census. Let somebody go take all the numbers then, which man they call for gerrymander. That means say you go artificially create population in the area because you know say if you increase census data in the area, you get more seats now because of the NTR.
Okay, so the number 4 points where you make now the economic implication on the couple way we spend for one election them. So this hybrid system less expensive than the one way with the current.
So the hybrid system they recommend two things then. In fact, it reflects on the challenge because if you talk say let MPs then you get district block, let them all go campaign now the district. The district too big for let one MP campaign because boy in a small constituency it less costly for them for their campaign. So on the part of the candidates, the cost the high. You understand? So you get for bringing some first past the post element inside it. If now for let you reduce the body, but there is an other issue with that for reduce the body economic burden on the state. Where election they done, in fact for every by-election, the report they show figures for every by-election. Forget about the moral and political cost where communities can be torn apart by violence, but even the financial cost of doing a by-election. Guess how much Salone don't save from 2023 with election done? There is no by-election. Okay. The only two, only political tension. So we record for about 12 by-elections we don't pass. We Sierra Leone replace the local councils and MPs without spending a cent. Okay. So we look at the cost, the economics of election, especially we look at ECSL and strategic plan. We review them where they show say ECSL we don't project say for 4 years they need about $94 million. That money they you for use them for do bokuting, for address road, for address other things the way they create employment for young people. So if for the economics of election, would they talk say draw from the strength of this PR and draw from the strength of first past the post for make sure say you make politics affordable for political parties, for candidates, and for the state. Continue for the way to the program in name Andrew Valley, in the Executive Director, Institute for Governance Reform. Continue for the way to the program. We still get Dr. Julius Spencer, who is a social commentator. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and inside the program, we go for this break.
Cecil, do you know any sharp usa I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin user. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they a buyer. Not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. They don't pass 8 years na me hand. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077805898. Palestino International in Computer Shop. All team did it for you.
Sierra Leone Commercial.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money now the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Edzalite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for we boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering God.
Sierra Leone Commercial Bank.
Program now. Good morning, Salon. It comes for the Democracy 98.1 FM. Yourself, when you listen and watch you live on Facebook, go be part of the program by way go send a comment or text message to the number 0779191, or if you go now already Democracy Facebook page. When inside the program, we look at another issue. Magistrate Brahmajan Apademba Court number 1 don't say in go pass judgments by Zainab Sharif in alleged incitement and threats in language case April 14 this year. In talk this after we the lead defense lawyer Pan Zainab Sharif in case RSV rights no carry on with this matter, and in talk say let the magistrate adjourn the matter. We reporter Fatunian Gigi Baba get Menguna reports.
As the magistrate courts on they continue for looking inside Zainab Sharif in alleged incitement and threats in language case, Usai witness and on they testify, and the prosecution on they come with evidence them for proving case against Zainab Sharif. So in Cambridge term where the defense be moved with a no case submission, where this for be mean say Zainab Sharif no get case for answer, but this for be happen if the defense for succeed by the no case submission. But in end up say the magistrates been dismissed the no case submission after where the state prosecutor Yusuf Isaac Sise be don't raise points them we convince the court for dismiss the no case submission. Where this don't mean say now Zainab Sharif gets case for answer for sake of the word them when been talk inside the video where he make na Atuga Stadium. We making reach term where the court give Zainab Sharif chance for talk wetin no pan this matter. And after when we don't give statements na court, in defense lawyer RSE Wright been asked the court for give them date for know the next line of action. And now, this date song reach on the 7th April. Zainab Sharif don't appear back na court. And this time, the state prosecutor Yusuf Isaac Sise been tell the court say, then the prosecution team go want for rely on all the evidence them when they don't give na court. According to them believe say the evidence there go strong enough for prove the case against the defendant. And Yusuf Isaac Sise tell the magistrate say, now that the magistrates don't hear from both the prosecution and the defense, the magistrates now in a better position for determining judgment. Where in the closing submission, Yusuf Isaac Sise same way tell the magistrate say, then go want for me then carry on the matter quick one, as then say, in go there in the best interest of the defendant. After the prosecutor don't end in submission, in each term, when the defense team for now give their own submission. And now, the lead defense lawyer RSV Wright beginning refer to the points them where the state prosecutor been raised inside an objection to the no case submission where them be make. This make Magistrate Brahmajat talk say, this not acceptable. And he say, I been on pass ruling by this no case submission, so now for address me on any other matter. Not on this no case submission where I've been done dismiss. But RSV Wright tell the magistrate say, as long as in the try for closing case, in get the right for refer to all the thing them where they been talked throughout the court proceedings. Then Magistrate Brahmajat talk say, then states the law way talk so. As the magistrates talk this, side comments and begin come out from the defense bench. This side comments, one of the magistrates and the other say, if in hearing any comments from anybody, we not to lead defense lawyer on this matter, in go to get am na do. This word where the magistrates talk, no for don't find a RSV writing is. And in take am say, na in the magistrates been referred to. And in talk say well, in go come out na do. But magistrates just tell am say, Not to you I dey refer to. You na the lead defense lawyer upon this matter. I talk say, anybody who not to lead defense lawyer, not for make comments or else, I go dey am na do. So Mr. Wright, continue your submission. But RSV Wright deny for carry on this matter and tell the magistrate say, for adjourn the matter. We make Magistrate Brahmaja rule say, in the adjourn the matter, but he will pass judgment on the next adjournment date. Any other the defense say, if he gets any submission for make, let them send him before the 10th. And the same way tell the prosecution team say, if themself gets any further submission for make, let themself send him before the same date. As in talk this, Magistrate Brahmaja adjourned the matter to April 14 this year for judgment. For the Society for Radio Democracy, and with support from Theodore Arena, Mina Fatunya Ngijibakpa the report.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and inside the program, we take one power headlines to USAID President Julius Maada Biodo appoint first Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Priscilla Schwartz, for the Independent Investigative Committee for investigate allegations them way for investigation, but in them where people allege say they happen at the Salon Law School. This come after one meeting where the president be all March 31 this year with the Chief Justice, the Attorney General, and other people in the justice sector for look inside allegations them now the Salon Law School. For more on this, make we join Kabia as he gonna report.
The Sierra Leone Law School na the only institution where they train lawyer them for practice law na Salon. Over the past year, this school don dey face public debates about massive failure rates, limited space, governance concern, and transparency issues. Because the legal profession na key pillar for justice and democracy, any allegation of corruption or mismanagement at the law school, there is serious national concern. This being term, allegation don dey comot na the law school. Usai dem say overcrowding, misuse of fund, allegations say some students them will not qualify or not meet the requirements get admission at the law school, misuse of administrative procedure, and other one them. Because of all the allegations they are, make the General Legal Counsel be points finger at the director of law school, Dr. Abubakar Bangura, as the person way for ask for some of them concern here, we come out na the law school. But Dr. Abubakar Bangura be denying the allegation here. And according to one video where he be make, he be talk about the plenty thing them where he say, don't they happen at law school and say the allegation where they make against him not to true.
First of all, from where I become director in a law school 4 years ago, from day one, there has always been a fight. From day one, 90% of council have always been opposed to my progressive ideas. These current members of council, like Floyd Davis, Tuma Jabi, Alusan Sise, then tenure don't expire for long. I don't inform the CJ, I don't inform succeeding CJs before this and now say these people in time don't expire and will forgo by the rule. Even the man where they represent the Ministry of Education, pastor, in tenure don't expire because he came to council when the Ministry of Education was just one Ministry of Education. When the ministry was divided, Pastor Safode in the Ministry of Education, basic education. So we supposed to get somebody from tertiary. So these are the things they always have been on the push, and these people are not happy.
Because of the seriousness of the allegation them from the law school, make the General Legal Counsel been take the matter go to the Anti-Corruption Commission for make them investigate the alleged corruption. ACC been confirmed say they don't start the investigation, and the main person of interest now the director of law school, Dr. Abubakar Bangura. The commission be say the investigation will take but 1 month for complete time. As the ACC been still carry on with the investigation, what been come out now from state hosts, outside the president, Julius Maada Biodo, don't set up one 5-man independent investigation committee for look inside the allegation them they come out from law school. According to the State House press release, the decision come after where the president be all meeting March 31 this year with the Chief Justice, Justice Komba Kamanda, and the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Alpha Sise, where the meeting been focused on allegation them we get for do wrongdoing and misconduct na the law school. And then member the na this committee make up of first Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Priscilla Schwartz, Miss Mariama Anthony Williams, accounting and public sector experts, Miss Elizabeth Kamara, educator and assistant deputy vice chancellor, Frobe College, Miss Nikki Spencer Coker, legal practitioner, Mr. Victor Island Sana, secretary, general legal counsel. According to President's Bureau, it will select this group of people for ensure say they conduct fair, impartial and comprehensive investigation for restore public confidence and protect the integrity na the law school. Usai the committee go focus on 3 main areas them. Usai them for investigate all allegation of wrongdoing and misconduct and make recommendation them. Assess the administrative and governance structure of the law school and recommend reform and accountability measures them. And for identify any weakness them, we don't contribute to the current concern at law school and serve for propose the way forward for improved transparency, fairness and professionalism at the law school. The press release carry on say the Anti-Corruption Commission don't suspend their own investigation for now so that they will allow the independent committee for carry on with their work. The committee gets 8 weeks for complete their work and submits the final report and recommendation to the president. President Julius Maada BOBN say the action we intake show in government commitment for get strength and bring back integrity in the legal profession and ensure say the Salone Law School remain one of the institutions we credible and people go continue for trust them. For Radio Democracy, Kabia the reports.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Inside the program, we come over to the studio guest and we come over to Dr. Julius Spencer, we're a social commentator. You don't listen to Andrew Lavalley, you don't give statistics and also waiting the report say from the people we then talk to. You earlier mentioned say you did in support of the hybrid system, but you get concerned with that, with some concerns. And which are the concern here so where you get?
Well, not to concern with the proposal for hybrid system. Now, something the way me feel say we need also to pay attention to. One, when they talk about threshold, the major problem with the last election we get at the threshold, and I think say eventually the Chief Electoral Commission at the time they acknowledge. I think self talk and publicly say sometimes the threshold being high. Well, not to sometimes the threshold being too high. I think say have been the highest in the world. Non-sign not the way when they use that kind of threshold. The highest I think have been 10%. Now, we also for realize say the previous two PI system that will be used, 1996 and 2002, even though they may state a threshold. When they come for distribute seats, then use what they call the hair quota and largest remainder method. A bit complicated for like explain and so, but basically it means say the hair quota they look at the number of voters in a constituency and the number of seats who are available. So if for example you take Bo almost constituency then get almost seats Bo get
about
12 seats. 12 seats. Waiting at the voting population, let's say the voter then are born 1 million. So you go divide the number of voters against the number of seats for no almost you forget almost percent you forget 1 seat. And not to just the registered voters. Now the votes were cast. So if you register, they not go vote, they know they count you.
Okay.
Now then also, then they deal first with the whole number. So for example, a party get 12.8%, other get 15.9%. Then they shape the full number then first. You not go get the total number of 12 seats because if they deal with just the full number them, some go left way add up all the remainder them. Some go left. So what they do now, then they go now back to the remainder them and distribute them the remaining seats depending on almost points until you get. So until you go get an additional 1 seat or additional 2 seats, etc., etc. So now that make the distribution of seats during then 2 elections, and they been rather widespread.
Okay.
But this one now, this last election, it totally defeats the purpose of PR system because we end up with 2 parties.
Dr. Spencer, a quick one. When you look at the PR system and the first past the post system, they look at the number of sharing seats in the parliament and council as well. But there is this call for a PR system at the executive. You buy the idea?
And I may start that call early. Now, before the last election, I make the call. In fact, now Usa and Gulabali Sidom have been Sidom. Then we been get a representative from APC on that extreme seat, and now soon I've been Lima been Sidon here. When I make the suggestion, he actually he thinks over thing Bodandi. Basically, the idea is that we all know say power rests with the executive. So if we now get a way for distribute that power day among all the one that we get votes, we will continue to get the problem. So if we can do away with rerun election, we would get the highest number of votes. Say, for example, one person get 45% of the votes, other get 30-something%, other get 20-something%. At the end of the day, we get 100%. So the one we get the highest get the presidency. But everybody else, you agree on the threshold we forget most percent you forget for able to make nomination for various levels of executive positions, whether a minister, ambassador, board chairman, board members, etc., etc. So you go distribute them among all the one that we contest.
So thinking that having a PR system at the executive arm of government capable for address the issue of the effect we don't happen at the governance system.
Exactly, because that end day, all man gets something. Then we know the effect now. You see, as I said earlier, the major problem we get is that we politician them, and they think about gaining power and retaining power. Now the major focus down there. But if they know say even if you not win, you can still get some say in how the country is run. You get some power per se. Then this threat will reduce. Again, the ability for make decisions, you will get more consultation. You know, go be everybody na president or when people there. Therefore, all man just they toe the line. I don't need a cabinet where if you see president talk, very few people they disagree with him. And my own president when me been served under 19 for stock. So if the president don't talk, he don't take a position. Almost minister then get mind for disagree with him. Whereas if you get people then from different political party them, then can get that kind of discussion and eventually get some compromise solution where all man going for go along with. So me believe and I've been surprised where I find out say SLPP serve the thing but that. President talking at the last parliament, I remember in a state opening or closing of parliament, we make that proposal for share power at executive level. So me not see why anybody for disagree with that. If we share power, we're able for all work together. But this one, when you no more get all thing, everybody for just, where you lost, you don't lose, you not get nothing. And at that make people in the fight, and I make election not become a do or die affair in a salon.
Okay, because so for a quick one, for avoid this, what do you recommend the type of electoral system we the country for use?
I don't recommend 2 possibilities. One are the open list system, and the other are the mismember proportional, when and then they refer to as hybrid. The open list system, the party they submit list, but people then they vote for individual and at the list. So not to the party they determine who they go to parliament, then go present the list, but who they get the highest votes, now go first, next, etc. So the people then where they vote, and then they determine who they go to parliament. But the MMP mixed member proportional system more they deal with the issue where all man well the one the way we want first past the post they argue say non constituency and do then data show say Boku whether an award or constituency they not get representative. So the mixed member proportion go take care of Dandy, but you go also even out, make sure say the the votes and the seats distributed fairly based on the proportion of votes where the party get.
Okay.
So in my own proposal could be either mixed member proportional or district list, open list. And then me also they say we need for go to the executive. We need for get PR at the executive level as well.
Continue for the between the program named Dr. Julius Spencer, social commentator. We'll come over to Andrew Lavalley from IGR. You don't listen from Dr. Spencer. You don't talk about the advantage and disadvantage of the hybrid system, and he also call for a PR system at the executive level. Unana a think tank based system institution we don't look into the governance system of Sierra Leone for a very long time. One which now you take with regard the recommendation from Dr. Spencer, and what you not think about that system there?
So one of the things we'll suggest now, we get there is a possibility for say we will able bring the merits, the advantages of both systems for derive and electoral system where they work for we all. But if I let people know, say, largely the elites then where they determine, where they parent debate there, and no one talks in anything but me and you. But Doug talks say they are largely driven by the next election. I think so we need to look beyond the next election and look at the next generation. And if you look at that one day, so now yonder some of Dr. Spencer's argument that he hold, where they show say, how do we manage the tension? How you will get, how for goodness sake you will get election, persistent elections, or where you know they get particular representation of certain political parties then in certain areas then. So I think say one of the things where we propose that the political parties themselves need for change in nature and in character. And some of the things that we would propose inside the system here, now how you for force the party them, let you don't just think about yourself. So I think about the immediate. Because the way the debates and they go, you get certain political party, well, all the political parties, if this change now, it will minimize me on chances for either retaining power or for propel myself to power. I think so then shift and we need to think about. Doc was right to talk about the threshold. How you go get 12%? In fact, if you look at 2018 results, if the 2018 results we now be first past the post, if we been get that threshold, that 12% threshold, so then party themselves like then NGC and then C4C with the kind of power, therefore don't find and challenging. If we find for analyze 2018 results, inside 2018 for the smaller parties, like NGC gets C4C gets 4.8%, under 5% of the seats now C4C gets.
Okay.
But what did C4C do? C4C focus largely in votes them inside Kono, win a 1 district. And because of that, he win 8 of the 9 districts. So NGC gets 8.7%, nearly 9%. He almost doubled C4C votes. But because NGC votes then scatter, NGC only get 4% of the votes. Okay. So C4C will get lesser votes. NGC get 215,000. C4C get 119,000. Almost double the votes. But so it means if we get an electoral system which just solely based on first past the post, like how you see, for example, in 2018, the strategy of the incentives the way political party they get. So no, let's just go concentrate me votes in one region. And where I win, let's just win the no more. Let the whole country go to hell.
Okay. And
so now some of the things are now and the way and then of course we're not talking about representation of women. There is a huge issue about the representation of women. In both political systems, you will see say in 5 of the 6 elections, women they will only get 12 to 15%. The maximum will be 12 to 15% under both PR and first past the post system. The TWA we get 30% representation. Now we'll get quota. So it means it doesn't matter whether not PR or first past the post. For let we get women, increase women's representation, we need for get quota system. So waiting hybrid, they suggest hybrid, they talks about, let's take that element where you go get quota system for let you increase women's party representation. Because the quota system means there is a law where they talk say, it doesn't matter what you do. When they make una nomination, 1 in every 3 nominations, you get for be woman. We can do it for persons with disabilities. So it means when they talk about hybrid, we get forget all of the elements then. For we get inclusivity, for minority parties and go be represented. You cannot talk about 12%, 11.9%. I think it's very high.
Continue for the between the program in name na Andrew Lavalley and in the executive director for Institute for Governance Reform IGR. We're now in attempt for look into some of the messages that we found on the send the program, and this one from Valnora Edwin on Facebook page. The Radio Democracy as important as as important as electoral system is, especially for inclusion. The type of electoral system is not a problem of Sierra Leone. The problem is with Sierra Leoneans. Some Sierra Leoneans who hold political office forget that they are there to serve with emphasis to serve the people of Sierra Leone, to seek the interest of the diverse groups so we can live and enjoy a basic standard of living. We are still struggling with electricity, water supply, the roads, and the educational system, the youth crisis, drugs, etc. We are now with a PR system. Have we been able to resolve these challenges? No, our politicians, whether APC or SLPP, need to govern the country. After elections, everyone becomes a citizen that you are there to serve. The citizen must be at the center of these discussions.
This other one from Ahmed Akinan on our Facebook page, they say Andrew Lavalley is right, but only calculated, determine the direct cost of political violence and the instability. But what about the indirect costs, like scaring away investors, negative impact on the government tax base, BOP, and mass unemployment and deteriorating economic and inclusive growth? I suggest we focus on a system that encourages and increases private sector investments and promotes inclusive growth.
This one from Ibrahim Sissé. Despite constant electoral education, many educated citizens avoid voting, leaving decisions to those with little understanding of the process. Even the best electoral system cannot bring progress without strong practice before and after elections. Otherwise, Sierra Leone remains stuck in the same circle. A system is only as strong as the people who uphold it.
This other one from Supercaps Foodie Kabana on Facebook page, they say the PR system is a bad system of governance, as parliamentarians are not accountable to the people but to their party. Most constituency developments are done through drain nobody to report to for development opportunities. Too sad for our nation.
This one say, Dr. Spencer, you are my friend, but your point doesn't convince me. We are where we are because we have elected bad leaders and nothing to do with the system of elections. I bet you if we go with full PR system and elect same corrupt leadership, we will achieve nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. We need decent, honest, and visionary leadership with integrity if anything should change in this country, sir. This comes from Concerned Citizen.
The last one for me from Amara Farman on our Facebook page. They say, good morning, Radio Democracy. The PR system is the best for our country for now because we are waiting by election. The PR is the best for now. Amara Farman from Lungi.
Well, because of time, we come over to the studio guest and we'll start with Dr. Spencer for response to some of the messages there.
System, the app for shape people and behavior. Give one example. If you go na Rwanda, for example, you know go create if dot in a treat. But if they free tongue, you go if dot in a treat. Why? Because they get system. They don't set up a system where they control your behavior. Now, electoral system very important. Human beings, not human beings. Most people know they do waiting right, left to themselves. So if we don't practice this one system, we don't see all the challenges. We don't do try another and we see challenges. Let we find a way we go at least give a better opportunity for overcome them challenges. Then nobody know they say any system perfect. After all, America, then don't get system, then don't get democracy for almost decades. Now then they teach people the waiting they happen there now. Trump want to the system because one person can they and get people who they support them where they think one way, they want for destroy all things. So people can affect the way how system they work. But if the system there and we build them properly, it go in a way control what people then they do. So if we want to solve the problem, if you look some of the reports that we produced recently, these roots, whatever, looks on the reports the level of corruption, not to one government, it span more than one government. So there is a system in place where not agree change, regardless of who that in our government. So if we know we need for deal with this issue step by step, me believe very strongly, say the electoral system or the practice, they contribute in a way to USA with this.
Okay.
Let deal with them, let deal with other issues as well. But if we ignore the electoral system, we just go around the same cycle.
Okay, plenty thank you for joining at the program. And name now Dr. Julius Spencer in a social commentator as in at the program they talk about and concern we get on the reports where IGR pull on the type of electoral system where the people want for use inside the 2020 general election. So now we can to your other studio guests for response to some of the messages we come at the program.
Thank you very much. I think say most of the the text message, the texters and the call, they're right in many ways. So the person where they talk say no, the first person post 9 fine. Another person takes say that the PR system 9 fine. Then at the debate. So we the talk say law will left that debate there and let will get a system where they draw the advantages of both. That's one thing. For say they're all two right, but within they fail for realize they need realize the negatives of the system within they adopt. So Valnora they're doing right where he talks say the electoral system by itself alone not go solve the problem. I mean Doc right where he talks say it will go a long way for solve the problem. But by itself it's not sufficient for let's solve the problem. Because if we get the kind policing we'll get, if we not get the kind if we not get the kind parliament who will get appetite for scrutiny, if we get the kind presidency we bad, of course electoral system will always hard. But if you get an electoral system with the electoral commission not trusted by citizens, you go see say then violence in election will continue. So whilst we talk about the electoral system, we need to also look at the institutions the way they govern elections. But over and beyond all, I think say one of the things I really want to end with, now we don't really get this dominance of major parties. And inside 1996, now be the only time we really make a big attempt for let's create some inclusivity. Look 1996, 13 political parties then contest in 1996. You know how many of them can have parliament? 6 of them can have parliament. SLPP, UNPP, PDP, NUP, APC, DCP. You go get an electoral system where you go get more political parties than they can have parliament. And Doc Wright will talk about how system they create structure and how that structure they demand behavioral patterns and where necessary. Okay. So I think so we can finish off for say any electoral system within your heart, just know say Salon get for go beyond this election because you want to let your party win the election. So that your party don't tell you say, me na first pass the post go make a win. No, me na PR go make a win. But Salon pass 2028 and Salon go can't pass. And if we not try for change the way institutions that they behave, let it account to we, it's a problem. Okay. So at any time we'll go into this conversation at the big every reunion, Lord, pay attention to that.
Okay. Plenty thank you to you, Andrew Lavalley, Executive Director, Institute for Governance Reform, IGR. We take it time for be part of the program today. And also plenty thank you to Dr. Julius Spencer, social commentator. We take it time for be part of the program today. Well, Fambulen, because of time, now so we go begin down the cutting for today's edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Plenty thank you to Yeno Kabia and Mange Masari. We produce the program. Plenty thank you to Mary Kamara Bangura. We make us live on our Facebook page and also DJ Sugar Cane for technical support. So till we meet again, Mina Adeyemi Jackson, they say goodbye.
And Mina Kaifa to contact, they say bye-bye.